It wasn't the furniture. It wasn't the car. It wasn't even the silence that followed the court date. It was the dog. That soft-eyed, tail-wagging creature who used to curl up beside me during panic attacks, nudge me awake during dark mornings, and sit by the door until I came home. During the divorce proceedings, my ex made one request. Asterisk, I want the dog. Asterisk, he didn't even like dogs. He once called her asterisk, just an animal. Asterisk, but now that things were ending, he knew exactly where to cut. I handed over the leash in court, my fingers trembling not from fear, but from what was coming next. See, I wasn't always in that courtroom. Years ago, I was homeless. No address. No warmth. Just city benches and stale coffee. People looked past me like I didn't exist. But I didn't break. I learned. I watched people walk in and out of buildings, law offices, title companies, banks, and I asked questions. Too many questions, maybe. But eventually, the answers came. I took those answers and built something. A modest portfolio. Quiet properties. Land under fake names. Then slowly, legally, I rebuilt myself. But when I met him, my future ex, I made the same mistake so many of us make. I let him in. He came with smiles and promises. Said he didn't care about my past, only the future. He moved into the house I bought, shared my kitchen, laughed in my bed. And like a fool, I added his name to the deed. Because that's what love means, he said. What he meant was ownership. Over time, the cracks grew. The emotional distance. The jealousy. The subtle digs about how I overprepared for everything, how I was too independent. Until one day, I came home and he'd cleared out the closet, leaving a note that simply read, Asterisk, I want a clean break. Asterisk. But he took the dog. And that's when I decided I wouldn't just walk away. I would walk forward. He didn't know the house wasn't just a house. It sat on subdivided land, parceled, rezoned, and structured in a way that allowed ownership to be reassigned with strategic legal filings. A detail I learned during the years when I had nothing but time to read. Quietly, I began the process. I hired a property attorney I trusted and used a holding company, one he never knew existed, to reabsorb the equity from the home. A few signatures. A few legal notices. All above board. And then it was done. His name. Gone from the deed. I didn't tell him. I let the paperwork do it for me. Because when the tax statement arrived the next season, addressed solely to me, he called. What is this? He snapped. Why isn't my name on the documents? I said nothing for a moment, then calmly replied. Asterisk, you took something loyal, something that belonged beside me. I just returned the favor. Asterisk. He threatened lawyers. But there was nothing left to fight for. You see, while he was packing his things and taking selfies with the dog for social media, I was unweaving the legal tapestry that tied him to anything I built. But I didn't stop there. I set up a trust for animal rescue foundations. In our dog's name. Every year, thousands will go towards saving creatures just like her. He can keep the dog. But her legacy will never be his. The media caught wind of it. A quiet story made loud. Asterisk, divorced woman sets up $1 million dog trust after ex takes pet. Asterisk, people clapped. Some laughed. But me? I just went home. To a house with one name on the deed. Mine. And the twist? A few months later, a mutual friend told me he rehomed the dog. Said she was too much work. Said he wasn't ready for the responsibility. I found her. And I brought her home.